Hey guys, good morning. This is Carlos, CEO of GAR Capital. Today is September 22nd. It's about 7:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to go ahead and look at a couple things, a couple of trades that we have open currently. We have two trades open. We have the Aussie dollar that we were holding since last week. And as of right now, we're looking pretty solid, about 78 pips. We got in around 71.64, which is right about, excuse me, still working on right there, 71.64. Well, as you know, this was the rise in Aussie dollar due to the Federal Reserve not raising rates, keeping things the way they are. The rates have been pretty low for a while now. Janet Yellen not buckling to the pressure from Wall Street to raising the rates. What we did here was play the retrace. We knew at some point that it had to go back to standard levels around the beginning, about 2 weeks ago. Well, maybe about 7 days ago. As you see right here, it was trading below the 70 handle. As of right now, we're about 85 pips off of that number. So with that being said, we are still holding steady. We made sure to put our stop loss around, our profit stop around 6.9. to make sure that we don't get stopped out of any kind of big movements. We have been cut out from profits due to big swings. Big swings should not be happening this week with dollar, provided any kind of emergency rate hike, which I highly doubt. But with that being said, we are definitely riding the right trail here. A couple of pivot points to confirm here on a 4-hour chart. Let's go ahead and go to the hourly. We'll go to the hourly chart right away. If it wants to comply. Nope. Now we got it. We're at an hour chart now. Now we get a little bit more of clarity to see what we're doing here. Excellent. Now we see a couple of more pivot points. Right here. How beautiful is that? 3 excellent pivot points to the downside. Definitely on the right track here. We're still holding. Trying around 70, 85, and still going. Also, it's kind of a perfect storm that we have going on here with the U.S. equity futures trading to the downside. How does that affect dollar, Aussie dollar? Well, Aussie tends to be more of the risk-on currency with the Kiwi. As you know, with Aussie, Australia does do trade with China. And you don't need me to tell you how much volatility has come from the Shanghai index and the Chinese markets. We know we cannot trade the yuan, but the nearest thing we can trade would be the Aussie due to their trade that they do between both countries. Right now, I am looking at the pre-markets, and Dow futures are down 233 points, about down near 1.5%. S&P futures are down 29 points at near the same levels. Biotechs yesterday got hammered around 1.76% to the downside. How does that help Aussie dollar? Well, when things are good, Aussies tend to do great. When things are bad, Aussie takes a 10 to tumble. The dollar and the yen are usually, again, not gospel, are the risk-safe currencies. So we have two things that are playing with us here that are helping us. Aussie USD retrace from Fed and equities too. So this makes it an even more sexy setup that we got going on here. We're still going to keep going, and our stop loss, our TP, as we know, profit target for this trade is around 69. Once we break that 69 handle, we will drop the profit total and move our stop loss, definitely to lock in some gains. But I'm loving this trade right now. So that's the Aussie dollar. That's how we're looking right now. Now, I want to go ahead and move on to the Aussie yen. And remember what I spoke about, the risk adverse environment now, especially with equities trading, the way it's trading? We're going to use that analysis the same exact way with Aussie yen. And it should be very correlated on how it's dropping. At a 4-hour chart, we see here the same little bit of a drop. It really doesn't have much to do with a weakness in Aussie, is more as a risk-off environment. There hasn't really been any big news from the Aussies in regards to rate cut or bad economic policy or any kind of charting that would tell me otherwise. But with this being said, this is definitely a nice little play that we're going to go ahead and use with the dollar. So you see in the 4-hour chart, we have a couple of pivot points here, and one sitting up here closely too. So we're going to go ahead and move over to the hourly chart, and there you go. How about that move? That looks very nice. Very nice. We went ahead and shorted this around 85.06, 85.09 actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We shorted at 85.09. We sent that over to our subscribers this morning. So as you see here, 1, 2, kind of a slide to the left, but a nice drop off right here, right around the mid 85s. So we definitely need to see if this trade has legs. Bear with me here. I'm going to go ahead and look at our daily chart to give us a little more kind of a perspective on where this trade can go or where it's come from, and could it retrace. Oh yeah, definitely we see right here, oops, this is the wrong chart. That is the dollar. We'll go back to the Aussie yen on a daily. Okay, now we got a little more information. How about this? This is nice. The big drop off here from the craziness early, a couple weeks ago from the equities market. Oh, it's been dropping ever since. So we've definitely been seeing something. Aussie bulls have tried to bring it back here off a retrace, but it looks like the bears brought it back, the shorts brought it back, and the shorts are definitely taking back the currency back to these levels. Now, 82, would that be best case scenario? Sure, definitely best case scenario. But we're looking more than likely 84. 84 it looks like is the target maybe for today and tomorrow. That'd be very nice off our 85.09 short. Be a nice 109 pip gain. So that's what we're looking at right now. Dow futures are still down 227. S&P futures around 28, and NASDAQ futures 76.75. Definitely trading around the low of the day, low of the session. We're definitely going to keep an eye on this, guys. So, these are the two open positions. We had a great week so far. On a Monday for low volume Monday, this has been great for us. So we're definitely going to play this. Make sure to keep risk management, proper position sizing. And yeah, Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. We'll short that, and the Aussie dollar, US dollar, we're still holding steady. Stay patient. Let's go ahead and make this money, guys. And if you have any questions, of course, email me directly, garcapital@gmail.com. That's all one word, garcapital@gmail.com. This is Carlos, and you guys have a great day. And Enjoy your trading session.